Um, so it's uh, it's like 2 in the afternoon, and that'd make me like 4 hours late, I guess. I also don't have the script running. Moving on. I don't have the script running for a reason, and that's because I know there's two things that I need to do before I actually start the script. Three things. There might be three things that I need to do before I start the script. Let's not waste any time. Let's jump over to screen cam, and here we have the backlog. So we have on-screen GM dialog, which we were working on Friday. We have this is the one. PQ. Oh wait, no. There's supposed to be three. Oh, voice. All right, or there's supposed to be four. Yeah. Lauren, hey. Yeah. Sorry, I don't even I can't even pretend to have an excuse. I had like some stuff left over from the weekend, and like I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna spend the morning to get this all cleared out of the way, and then I don't have to worry about it at all. But no, I have no excuse. Let's fix up the script real fast, and then we can at least get that running. PQ. Oh yeah. So I was noodling with the script the other day. I was just setting up like art stuff, and I made a change that I realized I had to undo and did not undo correctly. So it was what is the. Oh, wait a second. I discarded all the changes. I didn't commit them to source, so actually I have no clue what state the script is in right now. Does PQ exist? I think I might have accidentally discarded some of the change. Yeah. Oh yeah. I discarded the changes, some of the broken changes, and I with it accidentally discarded some of the changes that I actually didn't necessarily want to get rid of, but it at least saves that one. Yeah, so when I was making changes, I accidentally deleted this, and then the script crashes if I have that deleted. So. Alright, but that's there now. Initialize, yeah, I was getting div0 errors because einf is not supposed to initialize to 0. Now that we're not automatically saving, players experience right at the start of the game. This is where we have to. Oh yeah, so let's look up. Was it inf base and inf mult? Because or inf power. Yeah, those are the two. We need these. I don't actually need both of them up here, but I need inf base up here because we're going to. So I'm going to put both of them up here just for the sake of keeping them together. Oh, and also now now I need to go back to the place where I just plucked these from. Actually, let's do that first before I forget. Because I need to reference these as being global here. Because this is inside the data thread inf base and global inf power. They're basically like these are basically constants, so it's not sketchy that I'm referencing them. Well, it's weird how I'm organizing things, and I suspect that there's actually a better way to be organizing this stuff, but I at least don't have to worry specifically about conflicts when. So now I can say global influence base and einf equals inf base. Right, because this is how much influence a player. This is how much like effective influence a player has when they start the game. Because if players have 0 influence, then in some event types, when it tries to sum, like, or when it tries to figure out, what is like the average influence or something, like it would divide by the sum of the total influence, but like if all the players had 0, that would be a div0 error. So you're not allowed to divide by 0. It's one of the rules of mathematics. Oh, and don't force. Oh, and so don't force this next adventure coin. That was another thing that I had put in on Saturday, and then realized I was broken on Sunday. But okay. So over the weekend. So okay. So you might notice if you were watching on Friday. Hey, look! All of a sudden, this list is all full up again. I had just finished clearing it out on Friday, and now it's all full up again. Um, so the reason for that is the reason the reason for that is that I tested the project again on Sunday, and this time I tested it with I tested it in a chat channel with 50,000 people in it, and so now I have some new interesting. There are some new interesting things that came up. Oh yeah, so voice data. Actually, that was the other one, right? Because that was actually a crash, but then it also didn't understand why it was a crash. So let's oh, journey run. Should probably get rid of that. I think oh, for one thing, sorry, I'm just gonna shift oops, not debug. Never debug. Never debug. I wish I could just take it off that stupid menu. No, sorry, just shifting the code over. I feel like people should recognize how different everything looks, but for you guys, nothing looks any different. For me, they did construction in my place, and the walls here are all different, but the green screen didn't change, so you guys don't actually see that the walls are all different. And so that's gonna be, I don't know, it has me like slightly off my game right now. No, hold on, I can deal with this. I can get over it. They're not that different. But like now all my peripheral vision, like I'm just looking at my screen, but it looks like I'm in like a strange foreign place now. Okay. So, what, oh yeah, the voice thing. So yeah, let's just go down to voices, because I saw the weirdest thing the other day when I was looking at this stuff is, there's this line down here that references Count Dictionary and Influence Dictionary, and these things these things have not existed in so long. But this line is so core to what the voice system does, and like, oh, and so then the other thing is that like, I was seeing really weird stuff popping up through the voice system the other day when I was running this test. So something's gotta be wrong with the voice system, I feel like, maybe. I also did some really weird hacks to the game in order to, no, how that line of code, so okay, so like we're like indexing from Count Dictionary. Count Dictionary exists literally no other place in the script. So if this line of code ever tried to evaluate, then the game would crash. So I just don't understand how it got here, or like how it survived for so long. Like, why is that line there? That feels like a relic. It feels like it time traveled from like several weeks ago. And like I feel like its very presence in the script would have made the script just crash all the time, and yet we were playing it all last week and everything was fine. And I guess like that just must mean that like voice data hasn't worked since, I don't even know. I don't even understand. I don't know. Whatever. But I think that's all I needed to fix in order to get the script back up and running. So let's run the script, and oh yeah, so here's some other changes that I want to make. A lot of them aren't actually that difficult, but like well, so yeah, oh right, so the I tested this game with like 50,000 players, not 50,000 players, but in a channel with 50,000 people, because a lot of people in a channel will just be like spectators, right? So it wasn't literally 50,000 people playing, but the game continued to work. One thing that I noticed that was a slight oversight is I'm only evaluating one player's energy level change per frame, and so even at a good frame rate, that's only processing like 40 players per second. And when there are like literally hundreds of players, it just takes a while. And so actually the messaging system is getting like backed up because it just has all these messages to work through, and it's just taking forever. So so I need to message all the energy level changes in batch. I'm thinking of changing how I'm doing the experience and level changes, and like doing those in batch too. I might not. The alternative is that I might instead come up with like a load balancing system for the graphics thread, because like the only thing the graphics thread really does is render graphics and like process these messages, and like because like those like sometimes like I want the rendering of the graphics to be consistent, but like the other tasks are gonna, like, sometimes there's nothing to do and sometimes there's tons of stuff to do. So I just have to make sure like it's going at like a balanced pace so that it like diverts most of its resources towards rendering the graphics, but then also I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do there, but I don't have to hold off on starting the script anymore. I think I'm good to start the script. Let me just make sure that there, whoops, let me just make sure I didn't have any, like, uncommitted changes left over from here. If I edit these in Notepad and compare these files, it should say that they're the same, hopefully. Compare, no, it says, oh, whoa, it says there are differences. Did I make changes and not integrate them? I wonder if that voice data thing was one of the changes. No, what are these about? It might be that I did commit the changes and I just forgot to, oh no, I did, I remember, at the end of the day, I did go through and I made these, I pushed these changes over, so I don't have to care about those. I'm just going to get rid of these, and, so I'll copy, here, this will be journey, this will be the new journey underscore run, and copy this here. This will be the new journey underscore run orig. Right, so now we can run the run version, and if we have to make changes to it, we'll have the orig version to diff against, so that we can keep tabs on all that good stuff, and integrate it into the main script when we're done. I mean, I guess I don't really have to take the orig version of the script separately, because like I can always just if I just make changes to the script in two different places, I can always diff them against each other. But it's just cleaner to see just the intended changes sometimes. So yeah. Oh, the game's gonna look a little weird today because we did that bottom text thing. Oh, sorry. Well, it's gonna look a little weird right now because I'm freezing it because I'm dragging the graphics around. But it's also just gonna look weird today because there's gonna be a bunch of text. I might want to change things in a bit. Wait, why is no one in lurker mode? Oh wait, yeah, hold on, wait. The script is turbo stupid. Oh, and it's not even real. Oh wow, okay. So I'm special. Original is set to false. Right. Some of the stuff I cleaned up on Saturday, like I was saying, when I fixed things, and then I just completely forgot about it. And so, whoops. So let's. Would that be Trusty Bard? Oh man, I wish I hadn't. Yeah, this part here. I wish I hadn't discarded some of those changes that I made on Saturday, because I had set it up so that now when I wanted to make art changes, I wouldn't have to if I wanted to make art, or not art changes, if I wanted to make art assets from the project, make screenshots and GIFs and stuff like that, then I wouldn't have to do as much setup work every time. But then I forgot and I accidentally, yeah. All right, well. Alright, I can rerun the script again because it had original set as false, so yeah, that's fine. So I'll restart that. And then I still don't know if it actually does anything or if it makes a meaningful difference, but I'm gonna set the process to higher priority. I mean, the one thing that I really appreciate about all this stuff with the graphics that that don't make sense is that when I run the project separately and independently, when I have it in the foreground, it actually runs at a fine frame rate. On Saturday on Sunday when I was testing it with a gazillion people, it held up. So there's at least that. Hey Creative, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, what are we working on today? We're working on a I was just about to dig into making some what was the first thing? Oh, voice data being weirdly selective. Well, actually, maybe I'll just test this a little bit first, because I don't know what this is about, actually. It's potato. Is that going to work? Wait, what? Better Twitch TV encountered an error reading chat. The developer has been sent a log of this action. Please try clearing your cookies. I don't know what that means. I'm going to reload chat, because I tried to, Oh, I wonder if I haven't been seeing chat. Because I just got this weird message that's nope, I don't know what's happened. I don't know what that's about. But, and now chat's just not loading. Oh, there it is. Oh, hey, Lulux, how's it going? Welcome. Okay, so I did say potato in chat. That's weird. I didn't see it. I said potato and then I didn't see it. Oh, and the script didn't see it either. Right. So the voices system is clearly not working correctly. And so if we look in chat, oh yeah, look at this. In chat, I said potato, and then potato showed up here, but then the game didn't recognize it. So let's look into that too. So that's what we're working on first. We're getting the voices system working again. So what would it be? It'd be like dot voice. Whoops, no, not not there. Control F dot voice. Yeah, I mean it's these things here, right? We have to be populating the volume dictionary. And apparently we're not. I mean, there was a thing where like we weren't, but then I thought I fixed that. So I guess I'm surprised that it's still not. So like here we have like voice stuff going on and stuff, and then wait, where are we now? This is in Twitter data. Yeah, this is in Twitter data. All right, so we're populating. Yeah, so for key and voice keys. Wait, voice keys. Yeah. For key and voice keys, we do that, and that should work, I guess. And then we do it here. Also, we populate volume dictionary. Oh, maybe it's like a key error or something. Is it supposed to be a key? Is a key really what we're dealing with here? Yeah, a key and okay. Where is this? This is in this is still in Twitter data. So all right, so the Twitter data seems to be looking okay so far. What about this one? This is also a key. Okay. And then this is also Twitter. And this one's LI for no particular reason, because I'm arbitrary. And then okay, so here's the actual like text chat input, and so what's the deal here? I almost streamed from outside today. I almost set up my laptop outside and worked outside today. But then the sky didn't look trustworthy. It looked a little bit overcast, and I was like, I don't want it to start raining in the middle of me streaming. That would not be fun. So yeah, this looks fine also. Key is the key here. Key for key and voice keys, yeah. I don't know. This seems all fine. I don't know where the disconnect is. What's the thing that's printing? What's the thing that like printed out? Oh, this is like act source, I think. This is like when we get act search or act search or whatever you want to call it. Like we print out act search. So act search is like oh, so this is event on. So there's one other place, like there wasn't an event on when I tested by saying potato, so there is also the possibility that it's messing up here. And this is where it would be messing up, but this doesn't look messed up either, unless there's a key error here. No. Yeah, what the crump. So the super weird thing that I was seeing the other day is that it's not that it was like always failing to recognize these things, it was that it was only picking up like certain words, which seems so arbitrary. Like it wasn't like that it was only picking up words occasionally. It's that there were like literally specific words that it would pick up, and then like all the other words it just didn't pick up. So like apparently potato is not one of those words. What were some of those words? I think like one of them was like the or something. I think it was just really simple. So oh, now it says I'm not signed in. Seriously? Maybe that's that weird error that I got earlier. Alright, sorry. I'm gonna mute the microphone for 1 second, but I'll be right back. Sorry, just sorry about that. Can I talk now? Am I okay to talk now? Twitch, is that gonna be fine? Sorry, if I say pound sign the, is that gonna get picked up? Oops, that's not what I meant to click on. No, that didn't seem to get processed. Unless it's just taking its sweet time to get processed. Did get picked up by did get shown in the log and everything. Wait, linked binary? I could probably take out that print. I probably don't need that print there. I mean, there are probably a lot of prints I could take out, but all right. So yeah, I don't see what's going wrong here. So let's I wonder if it's one of those stupid things where literally nothing's going wrong and like the game is just being stupid. Those things happen surprisingly often, I've found. Oh, I wonder if it's like a voice time thing. Oh, if voice time is less than frame time, what's voice time to initialize to? I mean, it should initialize to 0, right? Oh, wait a second. Yeah, it should initialize to 0. Yeah, which it does. Alright, well, let's... I'm gonna... How much am I really gonna test this right now? No, I mean, yeah, I should be testing this right now. So, I mean, I'll wait till the end of this event. And then after this event, I'll probably, yeah. Okay, so, let's say, just like print volume dictionary. Just see what the heck is going on here. Like, where is this faltering? Oh, this is not... I'm not working in the run version of the script. I don't know. Did I already changed things in the run version of the script, too? Alright, whatever. I'll work in this version for... just to fix the voice thing, I guess. Alright, so, what was it? It was voice time? Yeah. So, in these cases, we're gonna say, print volume dictionary. Just see, like, what the heck is going on here. Because if the voice dictionary isn't even getting populated, then, like, that's weird. That's really weird. So... we'll just do that in these cases. I mean, I guess I'm not really going to be testing it through Twitter, so I guess I don't really actually have to add it into the Twitter cases now that I think about it. But I'll just do it for the chat version. Is this chat? Or is, no, this is still Twitter data. No, this is chat. Excuse me. Oops. Wait, what? Wait, how's there only one reference to voice time? Wait, what the heck? We just looked through and there were like a million of these, and now there's like not any of these anymore. How's that possible? I guess we're not referencing voice time consistently? Is that the problem? I don't see how that could be the problem. What's voice TS? So many questions. So many questions. Voice TS. Oh, right, the brevity thing. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, no, why was Is there like, what is showing up on that thing? It's not just, oh, a gift for you. Oh, the message is showing up there. Sorry, creative. Thank you, creative. That's thank you so much for your generous donation. Creative donates $10, and I guess the message actually showed up on screen. A gift for you. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, my battery's running low. Thank you for your generosity and for your support. I I'm gonna deactivate messages because like I actually didn't intend for those to be showing up. I'm helping Twitch Alerts by testing out their like new widget or whatever, but apparently their new widget uh is showing the message text for some reason. Which is clearly a bug, I guess. So I'm actually just gonna switch to the version that is not in test, like the actual version. Oh, cool! And then that weird bar appears on the screen. Oh yeah, yeah. So what's happening with side? All right, so that should be better. Thank you again, Creative. I really appreciate it. The yeah. So the thing that I mentioned earlier that whoops, yeah, I'm gonna need to be looking at that. The thing that I mentioned earlier that's gonna be a little weird is that the text on the bottom of the screen doesn't go away. There's not currently an event going on, but that text it's just gonna yeah, and we'll fix that. That's one of the things I want to fix today. But first, I just want to figure out what the heck is going on with this voice thing. It'd be nice to figure out. Oops. Oh yeah, so we're printing the volume dictionary. Yeah, what was it? It was like there. I guess there are references that, or there are points at which we're referencing like .voice that we're not referencing .voice time, and that seems weird to me. Yeah, like here. Okay. Yeah, I guess I just forgot in these places, which really doesn't explain anything. It's the unfortunate part. Like I wish this explained something, but uh, you're so sweet, Creative. Thank you. No, but seriously, yeah. Thank you very much. um, yeah, so I guess, like, this is not related to anything, but, oh, well, okay, so for one thing, I'm doing something a little bit wrong here. Wait, what am I? No, wait, no. Yeah, no, the whole voice timestamp thing, apparently I just, like, applied it very haphazardly and not, or not voice timestamp, but the voice time thing. I just like did not apply it very effectively. Maybe, yeah, maybe that's why it seemed selective. No, that wouldn't explain it either, actually. Ugh, I don't know. Something's just very fundamentally wrong here, I guess. Voice time, voice. Let's all right, well, let's start at the top. So, yeah, so voice time. Here we are dealing with voice time. But then down here, we're dealing with voice, but we're not dealing with voice time. So what do we want to do here? Participation list. What is this? Why is it so indented here? So if participation list, if a key in participation, else volume dictionary. Yeah, so I think what I was doing before with like voice keys, I just have to do more consistently because I just didn't. I don't know. I got sloppy, I guess. I don't know. All right, so copy voice keys. Voice keys will also go here, and oops. Voice keys will also go here, and so the else case will actually be voice keys. Dot append was in this case a key, and then once we've done all that, then we'll say actually we can indent that. We can say if yeah, the voice time thing. So if player dictionary index name dot voice time is less than frame time, then we will do all of this, or no, so then we'll say for v key. Actually, I'll just use the same key, a key, whatever, a key in voice keys. We will add that to the volume dictionary, and then also we'll say. So then what was the other? The other line was about this adding the voice time to the voice, adding this time to the voice time, So that way the player can't like just spam the system. Okay, so voice time equals frame time plus voice cooldown plus the length of voice keys. Oh, voice cooldown times the length of voice keys, yeah. Okay. Hey, Caron, how's it going? Welcome. Uh, okay. And there are some other places that I'm not doing this either. Like here, for example. Oh, crap. I keep intercepting these else cases. Like, I'll have... Oops, wait, what did I just see? No. I keep intercepting these else cases with, like, I'll just, like, unindent something out of an if case, and then all of a sudden the else case that'll be down here is like, alright. No, I'm actually wanting to do this, here, after both of those things, after the if or the else or the whatever. Why am I still differentiating between multi? Wow. Why do I still have references to multi? Like, what is this? Like, the 1930s? No. I mean, I only made that change last week, but, like, I just, I don't enjoy finding these, like, weird vestiges of, like, a bygone era. It's, like, it's, like, seriously creeping me out. Alright, but anyways, voice keys dot append, v key, or a key is what goes on here. Yeah. A key? Yeah, a key. Yeah, a key. Why are there still references to multi in this script? There should not be references to multi in this script. Oh, no, it's for participation. Oh, it's for participation. I just haven't converted participation. Yeah, okay, so I guess that part at least makes sense. That is slightly less mind-bending. But I guess I have to convert... Do I still have that task to, like, fully convert stuff over from multi to like, max actions? Because, like... Whoops, wrong thing. Because, like, I need it. I really need to still. Is that not on here anywhere? Because I haven't done that yet. There's a search thing? Max actions... Secret panel, multi-event, switch... Okay. Oh, this is in the past. Switch multi to max actions is in the past? No, this is not in the past. Switch multi to max actions. No, that's definitely something I still need to do. Yeah. That's definitely something I still need to... Wow. Okay, whatever. So, what is supposed to be happening here? Oh no, I don't know why I put the colon at the end. Okay. So that's probably good. So we're taking voice keys and then either it's multi or not. And whatever. Sorry, excuse me. Actually, how do yeah, I was just thinking, like, does the switch from multi to max actions... It used to be that, like, we would have a toggle on events that either the event could only handle one action per player, or it could handle any number of actions per player, and we changed it so that there's actually now... we can actually now stipulate how many actions per player. So, like, 1 action, 2 actions, 3 actions. And I was just so, like... I don't think that will interfere with how, like, the voice system works, so I think we should be good to go here. Or I mean, we still have to finish converting the like all these references. Like, basically, that task won't really be done until I have all the references to multi, like, erased from the game. There just shouldn't be any references to .multi anymore. I might have to I'll probably have to convert some of the old. Actually, no. You know what? I can just, like, rinse the old data. I can just get rid of it entirely. Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, so if player dictionary name voice time frame time, right. Yes. So we got the voice keys, and then we went down one of these two paths, one of which probably won't exist once we finish that other thing. But either way, at the end we say if it's voice time, then we can process those keys, and then we can set time and blah blah. So here's another case where we'll want to do that. Is there, like, a better place that we could unify this instead of, like, Like, what if we just did voice keys like way up front, like before all of this stuff? What if we just declared voice keys like here, um, or like even before that? Like, is there just a one way that we could like scoop this all up together, like all in one handy little handy dandy little whatever? So if participation, what is this? If tweet key in participation dictionary. Oh, yeah, yeah. So yeah, so maybe just like here. Maybe we could just, yeah, right. So when we do like the voice timestamp thing. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so we do the voice timestamp thing. Let's just declare voice keys here. And then, so voice keys equals empty list. And then we don't have to be redeclaring it as an empty list here. We don't have to be doing any of this here. Oops, whoa, what just happened? Seemed like, oh yeah, whoops. No, let's get rid of all of this. Again, we don't need to declare voice keys here because we just have to append to it. And then we don't have to put any of this here. I'll just cut this because we're going to move this instead. So instead of, again, doing the volume dictionary and stuff here, yeah, so where was our conditional that we started with this? So, like, in this conditional, like at the very end of this conditional, we'll just say this business here, which, how unindented is this supposed to be? Like this unindented? No, slightly more unindented. Like this unindented? Because we want to do it at the end of this conditional. Wait a second. No, wait, no. That's not true. This conditional has nothing to do with it, in fact. Wait, why do we only take... We only take voice data? In the case of participation? No, that can't be right. Or at least it shouldn't be right. Oh, weird. No, that's just a big oversight, I think. Wait, does it say... Oh no! The text on the bottom of the screen. Not only does it stick around for too long, but it's not even correct. That sucks. Alright, I do want to get to that at some point. I don't know which face you mean, but I'll probably make it again in the near future. I'm actually very not aware of what face I'm making at any given time. Sometimes I become aware, but yeah, I'm usually not. Yeah, no, okay, so the tweet key, if tweet key in participation dictionary, that just means we're only processing any of this stuff if like, yeah, that's just not correct. So I'm going to, so for one, yeah, I need to make an else case here for one thing. So this would be like else, and then so yeah, so then this voice key thing actually is going to happen down here, and yeah. Also, I'm going to change this to V key instead of A key, for no particular reason. So replace that, replace that, replace that, replace that, replace that. Wait, no, we're done. Okay. You got a kitty? Animals, kitties, 10-10. That's awesome. What type of cat was it? Is it? What type of kitty is it? Where was I? I was like, oh, I was way higher up than this. Yeah, the whole find replace thing. It's great for replacing. Right here's where I was. It's great for replacing stuff, unless that term like appears elsewhere in the script. Because when you're done replacing all the things you wanted to replace, it'll just send you like some random place in your script. So this is yeah. So the thing that goes in this else case here is going to be like, it's going to be like basically. No, okay. So well, for one thing. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'll get back to that in a second. But yeah. So the first thing I have to do is this whole voice thing. And in fact, this whole like act search thing, like this all should. Well, okay, so some of this stuff doesn't need to go outside, but like all this stuff does need to go outside of the tweet key and participation dictionary thing. So let's put this here. Yay, pirate ship! Sorry, I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. Does he have one of those doofy little faces? Because you know how, like, I don't know, sometimes kitties have, like, those doofy little faces where they have, like, so much fur, like, all around. Like, they have a really big mane. But then they just have, like, these doofy... I mean, all cats are adorable, but... Oh, man. I want to get a cat now. My friend had a pet cat, but I haven't seen like a real like legit kitten in a while. I haven't had quality like kitten time. Which I recognize sounds ridiculously dumb, but still. Oh no, you know what? You know what we can actually do with this like voice timestamp stuff, now that I think about it, is like we don't actually do this stuff until like we don't have to do this whole brevity thing until we actually know that it's time to do voice stuff. So voice TS equals frame time. Yeah, so all this stuff about like this in here, we can put this off. Yeah. So we can bring this down to the if the player dictionary frame time voice time whatever blah blah blah. So yeah, once we know that like this is actually happening, then we can calculate all the voice timestamp stuff, and then right. So we still need to handle this else case. The else case here is just the case where we're not like basically the player is not replying to an event. So in this case, we'll just say for a key in act search. Actually, no. You know what we can do in this case is we can just say voice keys. We can just say voice keys equals act search, because that's all I was going to do anyways. I was just going to loop over and like append them all, because they're all valid in this case. So yeah, how about that? All right, and yeah, so okay, so I do need to finish removing this stuff, because like for one thing, like we don't even like this doesn't like a lot of this stuff doesn't exist anymore, or it doesn't exist yet, right? Because we're not supposed to be doing this here. Stop dragging stuff. Gosh, PyCharm. No, all we need to do here is we just have to say voice keys dot append. Wait, why do I have this voice keys dot append business? What is this the else to? I don't know, but we append a key or li. Excuse me. Wait, voice keys dot append li. For li in act search, voice keys append li. That's the exact same thing as saying what? Just that voice keys equals act search. What is this the case of? This is the else case to whether. I don't think that's right. I don't think this is right. If li in participation list actions adlib. No, this is just definitely not right. I should just get rid of this? Is that really the condition? Did I lose something when I like was cutting stuff out? Oops, I can't imagine what. Oh, yeah, okay. No, I was a little overzealous. If not participation list dot adlib and li not in. Okay. Right, so I was actually only supposed to get rid of. Stop dragging things, you stupid PyCharm. I was only supposed to do this, and so yeah, so it's supposed to be voice keys dot append li. li not in participation. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Good. And then, so then at the end we process voice keys, or we don't, and all the rest is good. Okay, so that's a bit simpler. I haven't actually changed anything here today, have I? No, I did change... No, I didn't change anything here. Like, I started to do the voice stuff. But other than that, I didn't actually really change anything. So, I think we're going to copy from Journey Run, because I've been making bigger changes here than I than I really expected to at first. So I'm probably just gonna am I on GitHub? I'm actually using Bitbucket instead of GitHub, because Bitbucket is free, even for private projects. And like, I don't know, my projects aren't that private, but like, I don't know. Oh yeah, all right. So I'm gonna restart the script now, just to test. Like Oh well, actually, wait. What the heck? Why is it running multiple versions of the script? You stupid PyCharm! Stop being such a bad PyCharm. Bad PyCharm. Sorry. Oh yeah, am I doing the thing about print volume dictionary? Probably not. Oh no, I am. Volume dictionary. Oh, sorry. Actually, I only did that to the Twitter side. So actually, maybe I should do it quick. Maybe I should quickly do the same thing to the non-Twitter side, just so that I, because it's the non-Twitter side that I planned on testing anyways. So voice time. Or no, sorry, not references to voice time. Let's look at references to .voice. Excuse me, sorry. I'm a mess today. I'm a mess most days. All right, what? Oh gosh, this thing looks so weird. I don't know, like I can't recognize anything when when the screen's all like shifted like that. I have to like make it centered just in order to see what the heck is going on. Excuse me. Thank you. I was in fact going for a triangle. I don't know that many shapes, so I was like, I'll make my beard, I don't know, a triangle, I guess? I don't know. So yeah, so voice time. Right, so this is for the Twitter side that we just fixed up. And then okay, so this has got to be for not Twitter. This has got to be for, yeah, so this is for chat. Okay, so good. So with chat we're doing some stuff correctly in that like we're doing the brevity stuff. Oh, wait a second. Some of this stuff gets initialized in an else case. But then we go down unindented for some of this stuff. Do I really? Oh, I wonder if that's the problem. I wonder if that's the problem. No, I don't see how that would be. But like, it does seem creepy to me that like we have like this, we're doing this initialization stuff in an else case. Like, why would we do that? And if what is this the else case to? Whether it's the GM? So, why is some of this an alternative to being the GM, and the rest is not? I feel like there's no reason that we have to do this stuff for the GM either. Because this is all about participation. This is all about like event participation and stuff. So, I mean, is there really a reason that I would want to actually process this stuff for the GM? I feel like the answer is no, and that I could indent this like even the lurking thing. No, I guess lurking thing, I won't get rid of that necessarily because I don't know, just because I won't. But like no, the rest of the stuff like yeah, it's just creepy to me that I'm initializing it stuff it like inside a conditional that like is separate from like the rest of the stuff. So yeah, no, I feel like this all this like event processing stuff should only be for not the GM. Like we don't have to do any of this for the GM. Yeah. So we do the right. So okay. So also for voice keys, I'm gonna do like I did before. There are a few places where we process like voice stuff. There's there and there's there. Maybe just the two places. But instead of like having it like duplicative and repeated, we're just gonna do it like once. Oh, and also yeah. So that's the other thing is that again, this whole stuff about brevity, like we don't always have to be doing that. We only need to be figuring that out if it's actually time to process this stuff. So, that is exactly how it went, Groovy. Jesus. Hexagonal beard? I hadn't thought of that one. Maybe I'll add that to the list of things to try. I don't even know the logistics of that. I think I need to level up. Like I need that sounds like an advanced beard maneuver. Valid. Wait, what? Oh yeah, so I cut voice keys out of here because I'm putting it here instead, and unindenting it, and also so then all of this like act character count, everything here. Oh wait, what's the? Oh, sorry, not the gambit part. Oh, so no, only just this part. Wait, did I take too much when I was doing this stuff before? Did I when I copy and pasted like this stuff? What is all this stuff that I got? Oh, okay, yeah, no, I wasn't supposed to cut this part out. I was like, wait, something's not right here. Voice timestamp equals frame time. All right, yeah, so this goes back up. Yeah, I did not mean to cut this out of up here. This actually goes here. Yeah. Okay, because then down in that other place, I was like, wait, why was it so much bigger? Why was this so much bigger before? And it's because I messed up. So the act character count, then for, yeah, all the brevity. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, act character count, brevity. So it's just. I always do like tab and caps lock instead of shift, and I don't know what that's about. My fingers have gone stupid. Right. So here, we do all of these cases, and we evaluate all these cases, and then down here, down here is where we'll say if the voice time thing. So if what was it? It was like if player voice time blah blah blah. So we'll cut all this stuff because we don't have to evaluate it until much later, and we don't have to reset voice keys here. It'll all be down here. We can unindent this. And also, right. Oh, shoot. I had stuff on my clipboard, and then I copied other stuff, and so the stuff that was on my clipboard is now gone forever. Robble. Oh yeah, the print volume dictionary, that was the other thing I wanted to do. I do realize that the script is down. I'll bring it back as soon as I can, which is like right after I finish fixing this stuff up. But I lost the stuff that was on my clipboard, so I'll have to go. I mean, it's the same stuff that we do in that other place. Gosh. Whatever is wrong with either my hardware or software that, like, sometimes I'll have my mouse button held down and it'll unhold my mouse. It'll act as if I flickered it off for a frame. Like, I need to figure out whatever that is because it needs to stop happening. It is really annoying. Alright, so voice timestamp. How do I calculate this? I think it's like... Oh, shut up. Where are we? look at it saying like act search never actually gets used. Shut up, act search never actually gets used. Your face never actually gets used. Um, sorry, that was harsh. Oh, that's why we were initializing act search out there, because of the else cases and like. Yeah, but that's not necessary. All right, so I guess I can get rid of that actually. But the voice timestamp thing. Oh yeah, yeah, and that's the other reason I was doing that stuff too. But like, yeah, we don't have to do any of that stuff now. Not right there, because we do it like here or somewhere. I forget where. Oh no, I cut it right. I have to get it from up here because it's the same. It's the same stuff, but where was it? It was like way up in the. Yeah, right. So act character count. We have to do the brevity stuff. Yeah, because this is on the clipboard, and I was gonna paste it a place, but then I forgot to, and then copy. All right, so let's go back down to. Actually, wait. Why are we referencing voice timestamp here? Oh, because this is the place where this is the place that we want to put it now. This is like in the yeah, I guess so. Really? All right, sure, whatever. I don't know. Seems like the right place. I'm just gonna try it. If it's not the right place, we'll find out. All right, yeah, and then this is the lurking part. All right, so yeah, it's actually correct, I suppose. Cool. All right. Oh, are the keys correct? Did I get any like bad transposition for key and voice keys? I guess that's fine. Yeah. I mean, I had it as V key before, so whatever. I'm just gonna change it to V key. So starting here, replace, not that one. Replace, not that one. Okay. Okay, so let's start the script and see if this works now. Because please work now, I hope. So let's say like just like do I know the Meatly? Yeah. No, I don't know what that is. So, alright, potato, because I'm really original. So is that going to get registered? No? Potato. No, look at this. It says, oh, weird. Okay, so we print... Oh, weird. We printed, okay, so things are just getting... Oh! Things are getting cleared from the voice, dictionary too aggressively. Because look at this, they're only registering with a value of 1, and, like, I think the minimum bar is, like, a value of, I think the minimum bar is, like, a value of, like, 5 or something. So that's, that would explain it. Yeah, and so I think the word, like, the reason the word the actually made the cut the other time was because, like, the word the was probably getting used enough that it actually, like, made it through this super strict, filtration. Like, the words that were making it through were probably the words that were just getting used in such high volume that they actually, like, got sufficient, value. Alright, so, yeah, so that, alright, that explains that mystery. So let's go to where we process the voice data, right? Because what we say is if the value is less than the volume minimum, then we just like pop it. We just don't even, and the minimum is 5. So why is it entering as 1? I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to enter the dictionary as 1. It's supposed to enter the dictionary as 100. So, yeah, let's say volume init equals 100, and then apparently we just have to multiply this in because we didn't do that before, I guess, apparently. So, I mean, alternately, instead we could just say volume min equals like 0.005. That would also be fine. Yeah, actually, maybe we'll think of it in that terms instead. So, Oh wait, does that work for a scale? I mean, I guess it should, right? We have like the Meatly.com. I haven't looked at this, so oh, this looks familiar. Wait, maybe I do know what this is. I must have seen this before because as soon as I saw it, it looked immediately familiar. Um, yeah. Um, I have seen this before. I don't remember in what context, but I'll have to look at it again. I'll add it to my list of things to look at again. I have a lot of those. Oh, I should do that sometime. Sometimes I'm at my computer and I'm bored, and I'd never remember to actually like go through the list of things that I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm always like, I'm bored, and then I don't remember to go through that list, but I should. Um, so okay, yeah. So wait, yeah. So the math. Hold on, I think I have like a sheet for this, where I was like trying to figure out like what the math should be for this. So where would it be? It'd be Journey, and then sheet 6, I think. The sheik 6 sheep sells seashells by the yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So this value is 100. What if this value was 1 instead? Oh yeah, no, no. I can't. I think I do have to use 100. I think the way I set up the math, I like have to use 100 because like the whole thing about this like this ramp is that I have it set so that 100 takes like some amount of time to fade out. So like it takes like half an hour for 100 to get down to 5 because this is like over time how this number degrades over time. But like even if this number is like a gazillion, then it's still, you know, it's still within an hour like has gotten down to 5. Because like I wanted it so that like voice data, you know, it's like it's supposed to be like it's basically supposed to be like what's trending. And so like yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think okay. So I'll just use like yeah. I will do the thing about like having a volume init, and then we'll just factor this in when we're calculating the volume. So so let's go to the volume dictionary, like the places where we're adding references into the volume dictionary. Oops, not volume idict, volume dict, and then so not here, the other place. Yeah, so here, for example, wait, 100 minus POW 100. So we are using the number 100 here, and then it's just like not, it's just not turning into 100. Why is it not turning into 100? All right, well, so for one thing, we don't need to use the value 100 here because we now have volume in it. But then also like why was it not working? I mean it's nice to understand now that it actually was working because that was a little disconcerting that it just like it seemed to like not register like at all. But uh let's do what then? We can. Oh, sorry, I didn't restart. I mean, when I restarted the script, I didn't give it time to cool off, so it might not be populating the character list correctly right now. I apologize about that. Oh, and now that I think about it, there's something that I was intending to add to my backlog, which I did not, I don't think. So like name tag, verticality, and 2D collision. Yeah, that's the thing that I want to do, which I think will help. I think will help. I think it'll help a lot, actually. Yeah. But it helps with something that's not related to anything that we're talking about right now, so I'll get back to that later. So did I replace volume init in both of the places, or did I just do it in one of the places? No, I did it in both of the places. All right, so yeah, so now the question is, why is this math turning out as 1 instead of like the number that we actually want it to be? Oh. No. Yes. Maybe. Hold on. Let me test something real quick. I don't know why I asked for permission to do that. No. So what if I said a lot of words and then said potato? What would that register as? It still registers as 1. Alright, I was thinking like this. So basically what happens with brevity is that it scales it down on the basis of how verbose the player wasn't, or rather it scales it up based on how verbose the player was. So like the more verbose the player is, like the more they like actually render their like these tags into a sentence, like the higher these rank. So let's do what? Yeah, no, so it's not that, because I put in a lot of words. I put I put more than enough words. Like, you don't actually need to put that many words in, just enough to make a sentence. And I put a lot of words in, and it still registered as 1. So that's clearly not what's going wrong here. Let's break down this math, I guess. So volume dictionary vkey equals volume dictionary.get vkey 0. So this should be 0 because it's not in the volume dictionary. And so it's 0 plus volume init 100 raised to the power of volume drop off raised to the power of frame time minus wait, what is this other business? Is this seriously supposed to be so long? I feel like I might have accidentally like just hit the paste key like several times in a row, because this is just like how many POW statements are there? And like frame time minus volume init minus POW volume init POW volume drop off frame time player dictionary name voice dot get. Oh no, I remember what that's about. That's because that's okay. So that's a precaution so that the player doesn't just spam the same key a million times in a row. Because if they do that, then oh, wait a second. Actually, there might still be a workaround there. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Voice keys, voice timestamp. Sorry, I'm really thirsty today. I don't know what that's about. Sorry. Yeah, no, what just occurred to me is that I'm not filtering for unique keys yet. So I should probably do that. Because we don't... Yeah, like for voice keys, we don't want the same thing to appear multiple times in the voice keys. Because I don't know if my math accounts for that. It probably does. But... So I'll just say, keys processed equals keys processed equals an empty list, and then we'll say so for vkey and voice keys we'll say if vkey not in keys processed, then we'll do all this stuff. Otherwise, we just don't even have to. And then, actually, also when we do all this stuff, we'll also say keys processed dot append vkey. Yeah, and I'll do this in both places that we're doing the key data stuff. So let's sorry. I was just looking at chat and I realized that that's a little weird. Just out of curiosity, Creative, when you said row the second time, were you intending to choose row or were you intending to choose greet? Because the game, as you might have noticed, it interpreted it as you wanted to choose greet, which is just like a weird little like nuance or like caveat of like how the how the game currently reads text, and I guess I'm just interested to get your feedback about that because I don't know. I don't know. um, it makes perfect sense to me, like why that happened, but it just occurred to me, like seeing that play out, like maybe it doesn't make perfect sense to everyone, and I'm not necessarily certain that I would even change anything. You wanted row, yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, I just like, I guess that I might want to rethink that because like the because okay, so like the reason that it works in a toggle system is that like basically you can toggle all of your actions on and off, and the reason it works in a toggle system is because if it was always just a replace system, then like how would you, there'd be no way to clear like a single entry except by overwriting it, which I maybe that's fine, maybe that is fine. um I went with it. I kept the toggle system. Maybe, yeah, maybe I didn't need to keep the toggle system. Maybe that's what I should rethink. Maybe it should just be strictly replaceful. Um, no, it is a really complicated system, so I'm not actually certain. I'm not even certain that I should change that. Maybe I should just get. I don't know. I don't know what to do there. Um, I'll think about that later. Uh, right, because I still need to do the whole keys process thing in the other place where we do voice keys for one thing. So voice keys. Let's go up here. Up here, yeah, because we have to do so oops. Wow, this is so much more indented than the other thing. Actually, we can indent all of this, and we can say, so if so we can say keys processed equals empty list, and we can say we can say if v key not in keys processed yeah. Okay. Actually, I mean, I might want to I might want to actually, instead of doing keys processed, I might want to put together the list of unique keys up front. No, this is good. This is fine, actually. I don't want to encourage people to spam these tags. So let's yeah, so let's continue looking at the math, because the math is still wrong. Or at least I haven't changed the math. So if you're asking why not to the question, I don't want people to spam, then oh, well, actually, I never actually changed it creative. Oh, okay. Well, no, you know what it is? It's that it works different. Well, okay, so this is how it actually it's one thing did change, but actually not this situation changed. So the way it used to work, the way the action tag system. I'll get back to your question, Caron, as well. But the way the action tag, the way the action system used to work is that in a single event, you could, like, if the event wasn't multi, like in a multi event, this is actually how it's always worked. I mean, I did change some things, but not the toggle aspect. Multi events have always been toggle based, and that's just because hypothetically it's like I don't know. I think I kind of made an arbitrary decision at one point, and like that's how it turned out. What actually happened more recently, though, is that the entire system switched over to toggle based. So technically, even in it, well, so okay, so the funny thing about, okay, so previously with non-multi events, there technically are no multi-events anymore. Technically, it's now max characters, and so they all work the same. And that was a part of the refactor where they all work the same now. No, but previously, for non-multi events, you could choose an action, and then you could choose a different action, and then you could choose a different action, but you could only replace the action that you've taken. There's no way to like withdraw your action. Now you can actually, because now even non-multi events, like even events where you can only choose one action, it still works on the toggle system. So it still works that you can replace your previous actions by saying new actions, and that works in multi events too. Sort of. Not really. Oh, it's weird. So the way the system works now is that it keeps track of every action that you've said that's valid for the event. Basically, it keeps track of every action you've ever said. So, like, let's say, like, the options are like run and jump, and you say like run, jump, run, jump, run, jump, run. You know, like you keep like basically it just like goes down that list, and it treats every So the protocols are that it will, if there's room for you to sign up for another action, it will sign you up for an additional action. So like, let's say this is a multi-event, and so you say run, and then you say jump. You say run, and so it's like, okay, well, we have two free spots. So yes, run is a valid action. It puts that on the list. And then you say jump, and it puts jump on the list as well. If you say run or jump again, the action there is actually or like the registration, what that means to the title is actually you've already chosen that action, so now you want to unchoose it, right? Because, I mean, essentially, like, okay, so let's consider, okay, so there is a reason that I did this. Consider the case where you've chosen 3 actions, and you only want to unregister from one of those actions. The quickest way to change a single action is just to say a single action. I don't know. Maybe like this does need to be rethought. I mean, it's the thing that's nice about it is that it's like a unified system that is like ultimately it's like it's fairly elegant. It's like it might not be entirely intuitive, and that is something worth noticing, but the game handles like all input consistently. So like there's not like special rules for special scenarios. It's not like, oh, if the event is multi, then it works like this. If the event's not multi, it works like this other thing. Like it's literally like, so yeah, again, it might not be intuitive yet, but like you learn how it works, and then you don't have to relearn it in like a million different scenarios. So the question, Charon, that you asked about why do I not want people to spam? I do want people to interact with the game, but spamming is not a meaningful interaction. Like I mean spam in like the literal definition. I don't want people to say things unnecessarily. I want people to say things when it's necessary, and then beyond that, there's no encouragement to go beyond it. Like if there's an exploit in a game where being spammy and annoying actually has some positive benefit, that's horrible. That's like, because that literally encourages people to be horrible, and no, no, nope, no. Okay. So what was I doing? I was looking at this math. Sorry, I just got distracted because I opened my window even though I don't have a screen on it, and as I was opening my window this morning, I was like, there are like chipmunks and birds that go by this window an awful lot. I wonder if any of them are going to accidentally accidentally take a wrong turn and find themselves inside the building. And that chipmunk that just walked past, he did not take a wrong turn. He is still outside the building. But it might just be a matter of time. Maybe I'll get a pet chipmunk. If at a random point in the stream I start running around like flailing at things and like saying shoo shoo, it only means that there's a stray bird or chipmunk inside the building that I'm trying to chase out. That's all that is. So no problem. No worries. Alright, so what is the stupid math doing? Volume dictionary, right. Okay, so there's the whole volume init minus this whole business. Yeah, so like I was saying with like it looks like I just like accidentally copy and pasted twice. that is kind of intentional because, um, excuse me, that is kind of intentional because basically what we're doing is we're calculating it, but then because this is hypothetically something that the okay, so like let's say the player says potato, because whatever, that's like my test word for the voice system. So let's say the player says potato, and then 5 minutes later they say potato again. The amount of points that's supposed to get added to the system is not like the full amount of points. Like I was saying about like spamming, I don't want to encourage spamming, and so instead of giving the full points value again, what we do is we calculate the difference between now and 5 minutes ago. Like we calculate that 5 minute value and we only reapply that value. And so what we're doing here is we're like saying player dictionary, we're checking this player dictionary for the V key, and in the case that that doesn't exist, then we return a value of an hour ago. Wait, why an hour ago? I guess because that's just how it works. We return a value of an hour ago, and we say frame time minus an hour ago. Oh, right. Because this is in terms of like relative timestamp. So we're taking the current time and we're subtracting the previous value. If I had said potato 5 minutes ago, then like this value would return 5 minutes ago as the timestamp equivalent of 5 minutes ago. So we're either saying frame time minus 5 minutes ago to result in the value of 5 minutes, or we are returning an hour, a full hour ago. Indicate like a full hour means like fully fresh. Like if something was said an hour ago, it's worth full points again, basically. So are all messages checked from bot? Yeah, if you mean like all the data processing or like all the text processing, literally it all goes through the system. Which was yesterday I tested the game in a chat room with, or in a channel with 50,000 people, and I was really expecting like the game to just like break and just like fail to process all of that data, because that's a lot of data to process, and it actually did fine. I mean, there are like things that I have to change. Like for one thing, well actually I guess maybe I don't know what's wrong with that math, and I'll come back to it in a second, but yeah, most of the things that I want to change is like I want some way to scale adventure speed and adventure spacing. I don't know if I'm going to change name tag height. I mean, that was one of the things that I was thinking I could scale, but actually what I want to do instead is I want to mess with name tag verticality and 2D collision, which I'll go into more detail in a second. But like oh, here I can help. Coffer, I'm helping. Sorry. So, yeah, the game held up. There were a few things that I want to improve, but I mean, it would have been playable actually. Like I could have played it. I could have actually run the game in that version with that many people, which is kind of cool to see. All right, so it's oh yeah, that's what we're working on now. So it's not as if voice data is being weirdly selective. It's what's wrong with voice maths? I don't know, whatever. Oh yeah. Okay, so one of the things it was basically the only choke point was basically how fast we could reconvey information back to the viewers, and so so some players were showing up before we knew their name, and so one thing I want to do is I want to, if we're still waiting for a player's name, just like wait to cue them again. Like don't go for it immediately. And then so what else? Like scale, adventure speed, adventure spacing, name tag height. Yeah, right. So so one thing that yeah, I don't know. I think like it looks relatively natural how fast the adventures are moving at this pace. Um, so I don't necessarily want to just speed up the game, and I don't necessarily want to just like crunch the adventures together. But like one of the things I was noticing is that when there were like literally like thousands and thousands of players, I wanted them crunched closer together so that more of them could fit on screen. And I wanted them racing across the screen a lot faster too. So I do want, like, I don't necessarily want the game. I don't necessarily just want to make the game run faster, but I do want to make changes such that the game can run faster. Specifically, I want to input a command, basically, so that while the game is running, I can just like hit like faster, 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 or slower, 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 and like kind of like play with that, so that it's always like feeding back data at an appropriate speed and also looks reasonably good, right? I want to like because I don't think there's like a magic number where all that stuff is magically correct. I basically want to have control over that, and so. Oh yeah, I've apparently haven't fixed max actions for multi events on the secret panel, which is something that I realized yesterday. And so it's saying that maximum number of actions is 0, which is it means the event accepts literally 0 actions from any players, which means literally the event is unplayable, which is just whatever. Energy levels, like so the little stars that appear above players' heads, I want more of those. I don't want it so that there's just like silver stars and gold stars. I think I want it to be that there's probably going to be a bronze star. And there's probably going to be 3 bronze stars. There's probably going to be a silver star and 3 silver stars. There's probably going to be a gold star and and 3 gold stars. And then maybe there'll even be like a platinum star and then like 3 platinum stars or something like that as well. Just because I want there to be like more gradations. It looks like with with this number of players, like this looks fine. Like one player has a silver star, one player has a gold star. That's cool. Yeah, whatever. But like when they're even when, like especially when I condense the players so that there's more players on screen at the same time, it looks really samey to have like all those stars show up, especially at the end of the event, because like at the end of the event people with like I just want more like diversity there, and also it's kind of like more to jockey for, like players can like really like strive to like try and get like not just like get a star, not just get the gold star, but like try and get the platinum stars or try and get the triple platinum stars. Like it might be that like literally only like the top player has like triple platinum stars or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. So I want more of those. Message all the energy level changes in batch. Yeah, so what was happening is that at the end of the event, and at the start of the event too, no, specifically at the end of the event, it would take like 15 seconds before the game would update its art, because at the end of the event, I'm sending over the new energy levels, but I'm sending it over one by one for each player right now, and it only processes 1 per frame, so it was like yeah, it was just taking grossly long. So that just has to happen a little snappier. And that's not like, there's not a lot of processing involved there. It's literally just about updating these values for specific players. And so that should be relatively easy. Message, yeah, so then so this is the thing that I was talking about earlier. I'm either going to like change how these things are messaged, or I'm going to set up some sort of like load balancing for the graphics thread, and I actually don't know which of those I'm gonna do. And then yeah, so but like that was like those were literally the only things that I was noticing. Like literally everything else worked as far as I could tell. So that was neat. I don't know. I just like I keep expecting to like I tested 20,000 players and like things didn't break as much as I thought they would, and I was like, what? Really? Okay. And now I tested 50,000 and things still didn't break, and I'm like, okay, when is it going to break? Like, it has to break with some number of players, right? It has to get, like, it just has to, like, die eventually. But, no, so far it's held up, which is exciting. Because who knows where the upper limit is. The other thing is, well, no, I've thought about this a little bit. But, like, then the question is, like, what happens when I find that upper limit? And I won't go on too big of a tangent right now, but, like, basically I'm going to have to find other ways to, like, scale the game. Like maybe like with maybe like past a certain point, like there won't be multi events, because like past a certain like it takes more processing power to process multi events than to process single events, and then also it takes more processing power to reprocess player data. So maybe like at a certain point, like I'll just make it so that like you can't change your actions. Like maybe, yeah, I don't know. Um, I don't know what to do exactly, but like, yeah, I think like at a certain point I might have to start scaling the game systems in different ways. Like I might have to start cutting like luxurious features such as those. But all right, so yeah, so let's figure out this math. Why is this math not good? I'd prefer this math to be good, but right now it's not being good. So volume drop off. Volume drop off. Right. So it's volume init raised to the power of volume drop off. Right. Okay. So like what we're doing here. Volume init minus. Wait. Why is it volume init minus? Minus volume init minus? Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's just supposed to be volume init. Volume init is 100. So what this says right now is 100. So volume init. So the initial value. Yeah, I feel like this has got to be the problem. Maybe? No, I don't know. Hold on. So we're taking volume init. We're raising it to the power of volume drop off raised to the power of. Oh, wait a second. We're raising it to the power of frame time minus. No, that can't be right. It's not supposed to be frame time minus. No, that's way wrong. That's super wrong. That's super way wrong. Okay, well that's right. If we raise volume drop off to the power of frame time minus anything that's not huge, that's gonna make volume. So like volume drop off is like 0.995 or something like that, or like 0.999 or like 0.9982 or something like that. Basically, it's supposed to be like a very like sudden but then gradual like exponential like fade, and if we're raising that to an extremely high power, that's not going to be gradual at all. It's going to be like, it's just going to like floor it. It's going to bring it down to 1 immediately, which is like what we were saying before. So, yeah, that's... What was I trying to say here? No, it's supposed to be, it's just supposed to be so power volume init raised to the power of volume drop off raised to the power of frame time. Whoa, why did it delete that? Oh, because I had it selected. Close sentence, end of sentence, and then what? And then we're supposed to subtract from that the power of volume init raised to so then we just subtract from that volume init raised to volume drop off raised to frame time minus, and then this is where we do the thing about like gosh, I come up with some weird stuff sometimes. my logical errors are like highly erroneous. Like I'm like proud of like that I'm relatively smart. Like I can come up with some like clever things occasionally, but when I get them wrong, I get them really wrong. So okay, this this should be a little less broken, and by a little less broken I mean hopefully this should work actually. So let's all right, let's replace sorry. Let's replace both of these with both of these, and oops, oops, so yeah, all right, let's try this now. Let's see if this works better. All right, so potato, come on, lucky potato. Come on, lucky potato. Oh, it crashed. Alright, so that didn't work. Why didn't that work? Negative number cannot be raised to a fractional power? Really? A negative number cannot be raised to a fractional power. That sounds realistic, I guess. That sounds like roughly how math works. Alright, so I haven't gotten it right yet, but I must be doing better than before. Like, this must at least be an improvement. So I'm somehow setting the volume dictionary to a negative power, which is not what I'm supposed to be doing. So why is this turning out negative? Alright, so again I'm using frame time. Right, I'm still not supposed to be using frame time. I'm supposed to be using frame time minus 360. No. I'm not supposed to be doing either of those things. I'm a crazy person. I'm supposed to be using no, I'm supposed to be using 360 here. Or 3600. No, I'm supposed to be using like 0 here. Or like, or no, this is like just supposed to be, why am I doing the volume drop-off thing at all here? No, this is just supposed to be volume init. Cripes, I'm a crazy person. Just volume init. Just volume init. Yeah. Wait, equals? Oh. Wait, no, this is supposed to be like plus equals, for one thing. Why was this such a confused statement in the first place? No, it's just volume init minus volume init raised to the power of volume drop-off raised to the power of, like, the difference in time. Which could be... Yeah, this is... Wow, how did I come up with such a confused term before? I think I was, like, doing it in just a really weird way. Oh, no, I know I was doing it in a slightly weird way. But, like, I don't know why I was doing it that way. No, okay, so for one thing, we don't know if this key actually exists yet. So we do have to say volume dictionary equals volume dictionary. Oh, yeah, I think I just got a little overzealous with deleting stuff, because I did have this set up correctly before. It's volume dictionary.get vkey alternatively 0. Right, so this is still, yeah, so that's still the same. So it's plus volume init plus, or minus pow volume blah blah. Okay, so let's try this one. Let's try this one on for size. And by on for size, I mean in both places where we're supposed to be affecting this change as such. And, yeah, so both of these places. Oh, did I even replace this one last time? Because I was supposed to. Alright, so let's try this. So just quick check. So this is going to be volume init minus volume init raised to the power of volume drop-off raised to the power of frame time minus either the previous timestamp or an hour ago. So we're going to affect volume init by the drop-off over the span of either 1 hour or the last time we entered this term. And either way, it should initialize to the same value each time, and that value should be volume init. Right. So, all right, let's run the script again, and oh, thank you, creator. Yeah, now that the game systems are a little more settled, and I feel a little more like things are less likely to change radically at this point. Like, things will change in like subtle ways, but like, you know, yeah, so I'm like, I don't know. I think I've started spending a little more time on my art. But then again, I've also gotten faster at making the art, so like, I don't know. I spend like the same amount of time on the art, but it just comes out a little better. So thank you. Okay, so let's make this potato work, shall we? Let's make this potato work. All right, so it hasn't crashed yet. Potato! Potato! Look at this. Potato 96, 98, 96, 95. Okay, that's actually correct. So now if I say this is the second best potato of all time, it should go back up to 90 something. 97? Ah! All right, so it works. The system works. So just because like right now I'm a player trying to make potato happen, right? Like Binri clearly trying to make potato happen. I'll even admit it. I am trying to make potato happen. Um, so the whole point of the system is that like one player can only add like 100 points to any one like thing. Um, but like if they keep insisting, they will keep resetting it to like 100 points. And so like these things, like you're supposed to like go high and then like tick slowly downwards. So like if like 10 people were saying potato right now, it wouldn't just be going up to 100, it'd be going up to 1,000. And it would still be ticking downwards. But like, so like the point of this system is so that like hypothetically, if this game was running in a channel with 50,000 people, it would be really hard for the GM to like read literally everything that people were saying in chat. But like through the voices system, it would like aggregate a little bit of like what people are saying. And so like right now it just says potato, but like if I said like actually the new hotness is carrots, then we'd see yeah, okay, well, so I was wrong because actually potatoes are still here in a big way. Creative says potatoes, so now potatoes are up all the way up to 151. And then carrots, yeah. So right. So it's not just a potato tracker. It's actually it'll track literally anything that that people say using those tags. So like I could say like you don't have to spell it correctly, but I will anyways. Broccoli, radishes, cucumber, and like yeah. So it'll show like it will show like everything, right? And I did not say gun. Someone else said gun. But yeah, you can see. It's like, yeah, so it'll show up. Oh, that's a little weird. It didn't do brevity correctly for some of these. It got it. Oh, no, it did. Did it? No, wait, hold on. Let me try this again. So, like, oh, maybe it's just a very subtle effect. Right, because if I say, like, here is a... here's an action tag used in a full sentence. So this one, action tag, should show up really high on the list, right? Yeah, action tag showed up with like a full like 100-ish points. Like it's constantly ticking down, like it's always ticking down. So even like the first time it shows up, it never shows up at 100, but it showed up at like 98. So it was like, I think it actually started at 100, but like already was down to 98 by the time, yeah. And it might be ticking down too aggressively. I can always balance it. Like it drops fast at first, but then slowly over time. So you can see carrots is still on the list. Carrots is still at like 50, but it's not dropping as fast as the ones that are higher on the list. Yeah, so it's supposed to be like a constant like rubber banding equalizer sort of situation going on, where like things like stay at the top of the list if they're getting used a lot. Oh yeah, so my other thing though is that so like I'm also just gonna say in chat, I'm just gonna say like #blunt. Blunt, as in like abrupt. And this one shouldn't start as high on the list because this one I'm not being as verbose, so like the brevity value is going to be higher, and so it should actually be worth less points. But it showed up at 98, which is what action tag showed up as. So it might be that I'm not calculating brevity correctly. So let's look at that. But other than that, everything else seems to be working now, which is good. So yay. Hooray for that stuff. Oh, I should also like restart the script in like a cleaner way because I've like been restarting it really fast, and maybe that's fine for now. But I mean, I also want to change like the action text and stuff like that too. Maybe I'll just work in like Journey Run for now. Because like yeah, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna change how the text on the bottom of the screen. I started thinking about like how should I actually have that work, because like it's visually working right now. Like after an event, it'll show that text on the bottom of the screen. Of course, it'll never update. It'll just continue to show the same text like ad infinitum, forever and ever. But it does it does technically work. Whoops, Control Shift Escape. I was gonna just bump up the well, no, I won't bother doing that because I'm restarting the script so often. Okay, so brevity. Is it that I'm not using... Oh, you know what it is? I'm not using voice timestamp. Or I'm not using... Right. So I'm supposed to be using voice timestamp instead of frame... Oh, I'm using voice timestamp here. Oh, I'm using voice timestamp here. Oh, I'm using voice... Oh! I'm using voice timestamp here, but I'm not... But I'm using, like, frame time here, right? Yeah, I'm using frame time here. When it should actually be... It shouldn't be frame time. It should be... Wait, no, what should it be? one of these is supposed to be frame time. This one's supposed to be frame time. But then this one's supposed to be voice timestamp. This one's supposed to be voice timestamp. Because it's supposed to be voice timestamp minus an hour? No. No, this one's supposed to be... Wait. Oh. It's supposed to be volume init raised to the power of the difference between... Yeah, no. We're supposed to pre-cook that fade. Okay. I wonder if this is like what part of like what I was trying to do before that went wrong. Because it's supposed to be volume init, volume init, oh, I might have to do some checking here to make sure. Okay, yeah. Do you know what I should do actually? Is I should say like v val equals and then so I should calculate this value first, and then I should adjust volume dictionary with it, because like it's possible that this value turns out negative, and if this value turns out negative, we just like don't make any changes instead, because we don't want we can handle negative values here up front, but like we just ignore them basically. Yeah. Can I try and beat streamer house record of long... No. No, you're crazy. You're a crazy person. And apparently streamer house is also a crazy person. Or they're multiple crazy people, in which case that's dumb and cheating. There needs to be, like, the only longest record that actually matters is if like a single person is doing it, because otherwise like you could just like filter out people, and that's not special at all. That's just called a 24-hour television station. They have those. In fact, I would say that record has already been beaten by all the 24-hour television stations that are out there and already like, yeah, okay, yeah, so that's dumb, and I've already beaten that record, because if you divide 257 by 5. What is that? No, that's still a really big number. No, I was gonna say. One time I did a long stream once. One time it wasn't 100% unbroken, because like I was like moving between locations, so a couple times I had to a couple of times I had to like shut down the stream and like move locations and then bring the stream back up. But I did like a weekend marathon once. So, anyways, oh, you started a Sogom, how's it going? Sorry. That's awesome. I'm thrilled to hear that you're working on a game. Can you tell? Wait, I'll put it this way. If you tell us about the game, will I ban you? And if the answer to that question is no, then please go ahead and tell us about that game. Because I'm probably interested to hear what it's about. All right, so yeah, so the way I have to account for brevity in v-value is so the way brevity works is we basically, and I might just want to change this. Basically, the way it works is that brevity makes things feel older. Like like, because newness, like, scales. Maybe I should just change this. Yeah, there's probably a much simpler way to do this. I'll just make it a scalar instead. Yeah, so this whole voice timestamp thing, like, nope, Alright, so what am I gonna do instead? It'll basically like be for each so for each yeah, okay, so brevity, we'll say brevity, so brevity equals 30 times blah blah whatever, and then we'll say I don't know. Oh wait, this is actually really simple. Is it? Yeah, because like brevity just I think I was treating brevity as like a second, like each like right. Wait, hold on. So no, I can just add brevity to the degradation. So I don't need to do this. Oh, wait. So voice timestamp. Is there an easier way to do this? What's the way that I can do this that is like good and like not exploitable? No, maybe I should just do it this other way. Maybe I should just do it the voice timestamp way. All right, so this isn't like so hard. It's just that okay. So it's like not yeah. So we don't start with volume init. We start with volume init raised to the power of I'm not stuttering. Volume drop off to the power of brevity. I think, because brevity represents an amount of time, and so we want to start with the volume initialized to an amount that has been already faded by that amount of time, and then we say yeah, and I think the rest of this is actually correct now. So we start with frame time minus. Yeah, I think the rest of this is actually okay and correct, and then we set it as voice timestamp. Yeah. Right. So then so then the other thing we say is yeah, actually okay. So we'll say plus vval, but we only need to say like we only need to do this at all if vval is greater than 0, then we'll do this. Otherwise, we'll just update this other stuff. Yeah. Okay, and we can do this in both places. So we didn't change we didn't change how brevity is calculated, which is good. So yeah, so in both cases that we're processing the volume dictionary, we can do it as such. So no, not this one. This one. Yeah, and it doesn't need to be nearly so indented. Okay. So yeah, that should be good. So we have brevity, and we have voice timestamp. Okay, cool. So I should have restarted the script earlier. Wow, why are you getting so many still frames? So weird. I was gonna say I'll restart the script now, but I think I might wait. Are you making a 2D game? Unity is evil? Wait, does that mean you're not using Unity, or you're using Unity and you've realized that Unity is evil because you're making a 2D game? I've heard 2D is difficult in Unity, so Unity, yeah, I've never run into problems running it personally, but I've also never made like a super complicated game in Unity. Like I tend to make like lighter, like mobile type scope games, and by mobile I mean like simple mobile, not like Infinity Blade or whatever that was. That one that was like, yeah. Anyways, all right. You're never using engines or libraries? Yikes! So you're not making a game. You're making a game engine, and then several years from now you'll be making a game. Is that what you're telling me? All right. Excuse me. I must be really dehydrated or something, because I'm like already like done. It's not like this was full when I started, but like I don't know. All right. Yeah. Okay. So the on-screen text right now it just shows, it just like takes a string, and it just like it's never gonna replace that text on the bottom of the screen. So I think what I want to do is, instead of yeah, so basically there are several lines, like there are several things that can show up on screen. The things that can show up on screen right now, the things that I want to be able to show up on screen right now are the event text, which is the thing that we're seeing right now. Well, sort of. This was once upon a time event text. I want to show mid-time text. I want to show... Actually, I don't know if I want to show mid-time text. I'm moo. I'm moo, no. I might want to show mid-time text, but the thing about mid-time text is, excuse me, the thing about no, maybe I don't want to show mid-time text. Oh, but how do I want to convey that information? Okay, wait, right, okay, so as an example right now, so like the event that we just had was right. So like the stone beneath your feet begins to rumble, you look up and see an incredible mass of rocks tumbling down the cliff face towards you. You can duck to safety under a narrow overhang. Your party has a few scrolls of Luck's blessing you could use for yourself. The mid-time text is that balance is the key to success here. Consider more use instead. So the thing about that is that I do want to convey that information. I do want to convey that balance is the key to success here, and all important information I do want to show on screen so that if text, like in a channel with like 50,000 people, the chat scroll so fast that you, like, if you miss something, like, it's really easy to just like not see it at all. So in that vein, I do want to show the mid-time text on screen. The other thing, though, is that the consider more use instead, like that bit of information is relevant, like, once, and then after it gets said, though, that part isn't relevant anymore. So maybe I'll just set it up so that like that phrase literally only shows up once, or I don't know. I mean, it's so. Like I guess, oh no, you know what I want to do? I only want to send the first half. Yeah. I only want to send, like, the balance is the key to success here. I guess. I mean, one thing I've considered is actually adding, like, the information about, like, how many players have chosen, like, what options. And I think I will do this eventually. Maybe I should move it up in the schedule. Like the action tags that appear on screen, I actually want to use those action tags to convey the information, like in some regard, or like I basically, like, I want some way to have the information about like on those action tags, literally like conveying, like how many players have chosen like that option. So yeah, I don't know exactly what I'll do with that, but like, well, so one thing I was thinking of is like, so like the action tags have like backing to them, right? Like there's the frames that go around the text, and I know I just like refactored that just last week to have it like as a fixed image, but I mean, one thing I could do is to change that. Like I'd keep that for the name tags and everything, but like maybe instead for the action tags, I would have the excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. Maybe for the action tags, I would have like, I don't know, like I'm thinking like okay, so let's say I'm gonna bust out Paint real quick. So let's say these are the action tags, right? And like they have like text on them or whatever, and so like the text is like I don't know, like, you know, this is text and it says like, I don't know, action or whatever. I'm such an artist. So then like I was thinking like so maybe like there's like something going on in the background in terms of like great like coloration or something, like maybe there's like so like if 20% of like the players had chosen this action, maybe like the backing like fills up like by like a little bit or whatever, and like maybe as like more people choose it, like it's more and more filled up or something. So like maybe I shouldn't I don't know. like I kind of want to I kind of want to have like a different system to convey that information. So like for all the reasons that it doesn't feel right to put that mid-time text on screen just like as is, like I guess I kind of want to do something like this instead. Um, so yeah, I guess like well, so the thing is like yeah. So the thing about like who's choosing what actions or whatever is that it means like different things in different cases. So